So welcome back to the Sun 401, which is the same chassis as the D'Amico Convoy 1, UK 2781. So this follows on from the transmit side of the video, and at the moment we are going to be starting the receive. And I'll tell you what, it's 0.3 of a microvolt at the moment. So we're going to go through the receiver. There's quite a lot of adjustments in it for the receive, and it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 I think is the detector. So where do we start with that? Well, there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not quite sure where 7 is. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In fact, T7 is there under the wiring harness. So I'll switch the camera so you can see the cyanide meter, and I'll switch glasses so I can see the video mixer. So we'll start with that 7, which is under that wiring harness. Oh yes. In fact, we'll drop the signal generator off a fraction. That made a slight difference. So over to 8. 9. After all the trouble we had with the transmit on this section, on this radio, I would be sad if I'd got to spend a lot of time and money on the receive. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Use the yellow tool for 10. 11. And 12 will be the detector. So what we do with that, we'll pop that onto, in fact we'll change the camera so you can see this, because we're now off the cyanide meter. What I'm now going to do, I'll turn the volume up so we've got a bigger trace, and I'll turn the bench light off so the trace is a bit clearer for you. And what we're doing is we're setting that for maximum. So I'm also looking at an AF output meter. Very tiny improvement. There we go. So switch that back off. So that was transformer 12 for the detector. So that's it. Now the manufacturer says that this radio will do 0.5 of a microvolt for 20 decibel cyanide. Mind you, it also said it would do 4 watts, but it turned out to do just under 3.5. So, where are we? 0.5 of a microvolt for 20 decibel cyanide. So, we'll turn that signal generator till I get 20 decibel cyanide. Well, alright, 3 microvolts for that, but nevertheless, it's receiving . Well, that's the signal generator off. I'll just turn the squelch down. signal generator coming on. So that's 0.1 of a microvolt. So to be honest, that's on a level with modern sets. That's very sensitive. And when you look at the circuit diagram with 2 dual gate MOSFETs in that, I'm not surprised. So the next thing to do is to set the squelch. So we'll switch off the signal generator. Set the squelch to threshold. It's a bit dirty, that control, it's something we'll clean. Switch on the signal generator. And the set has come on at 0.3 of a microvolt. So now I'm going to set the squelch to full and see when the signal generator comes in now. Comes in at 3 microvolts, and that's no good at all. Because you're only going to be squelching out, you know, like what? S nothing. So, looking back at the notes, it seems to me that the receive meter is VR4, and VR4 is there. So that is VR4. We'll just set this first. So that's should be S9 on the meter. So it's S5 at the moment. It's 1359. It's a bizarre meter, this. So there we have it. That's now set to S9. So that's that done. So we'll go back to the squelch. And according to my notes, the squelch appears to be VR5. And VR5 is just there. Is that nasty vertical one? It is. So I'm going to turn that to near full, and we'll see how that works now. That's no good either, it never comes in. So it needs to be compromised back a bit. Okay, so full squelch now. We've got about 100 microvolts S9. So let's go on the opposite end again, turn it down to minimum, turn the signal generator off, set threshold, switch it, oops, that's not quite threshold, switch the generator on, it's coming in still at 0.3. Back to full squelch. About S9. So we've set, that's quite fiddly setting that up. So there we have it. That is now receiving. I'll just pop it on the air a little and see if we can hear any good buddies out there. Okay, so I've turned the signal generator off. We're on channel 20. Quick flick round. We're in the middle of nowhere. 7 miles from anything, 35 miles from Nottingham, 28 miles from Lincoln. Okay, so it's sat there working. Oh, I couldn't do anything. You can't really go one nano, Roger, can you? Because they just sit there talking on 19. I haven't quite worked out what's happening these days, but this is what people seem to do. So I will put that back together, and when Mr. Chippy comes over, we'll be doing an on-the-air test. Now, I did want to mention that the meter preset, somebody mentioned to me the meter preset was not working on there, so it's VR4. So just reiterate that it's VR4 is that one down there, and I'm just going to see what the value of it is, because it's not come through on the scan of the photocopy. So I'll just tell you how many ohms it is. Right, it's 10k, 10,000 ohms, horizontal skeleton preset. So we'll make a note of that on here just for future reference. So that is squelch, that is S meter, and it's 10k. So there we go. So we'll do another video when we get this on the air, and we'll see whether we get the full 6.5 mile range that we do on these little tests. I think we will on this. Just a little bit down on transmit at 3.5 watts, but there you are, the Sun 401 from 1981. Thank you for watching.